Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and Happy New Year. My name is Evelina and my focus is to provide insight and guidance to empower you through the current energies with pick-a cards like this one. With that in mind, these are general readings, so if it doesn't apply, just simply let it fly. I have 4 piles here for you to choose from. The first pile is with Satellite. Pile 2 is with Bismuth. Pile 3 is Fire Agate. And pile 4 is the pink Botswana Agate. There you go. So once you've chosen your pile, you can fast forward using the timestamps below. Let's get started. Hello, pile 1. If you picked the Satellite pile, you're in the right place. Let's get started. So I wanted to start off with what Satellite is. Satellite boosts communication, it stimulates creativity, increases clairvoyance and intuition, calms anxiety, and just allows you to have more self-awareness. So let's see how this stone helps you in the month of January. So the first card is the Auburn card. Followed by surrender your ego, cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Interesting. The next card is domestic harmony. We have fire energy. We have the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Star card, and we also have the Moon card. All right, so straight off the bat, I really feel like I want to talk about the domestic harmony card because it's really jumping out at me, especially with the surrender your ego and ground yourself. I really feel like this is something to do with matters of the home. This could be healing relationships with a child, an ex, or a current partner. Perhaps you'll be having house guests or maybe a roommate coming in. Yeah, someone's coming back home, and it might cause a little bit of friction or a little bit of kind of settling when someone comes in. This could be maybe a child coming back home, or you could be asking to come back home. Perhaps you've kind of run into a little bit of trouble and you just want to get back on your feet. And this, with the surrender your ego, I feel like you need to put your pride aside and be able to ask for that help. There's this sense of you needing help and asking for it, and it's just like, don't be so proud to just continue going into like further into an issue. The surrender your ego is also about being of service to others, you know, opening your doors, opening your heart. So this could be you opening your doors to somebody to come home. The domestic harmony card, I also get a sense of things with your checking your foundations. There's a there's a I'm getting check your foundation. So maybe if you own a home, there may be some sort of work on your foundations, or perhaps you are you're looking to sell your home. Perhaps you're looking to extend your lease in your home. There's a sense of like, with the ground yourself, I really feel like if you're looking to sell your home, there might be this want to not, it's almost like take it back. It's almost like, yeah, you know what, I think I can work with this. So this is maybe like creating your foundations, what you want in your home. You already you put so much time, you put so much effort into this home, and it's just like, yeah, you know what, I think I can invest in this home a bit more. I don't need a bigger home. I don't need to, go and it could be something with the ego, like showing that you're successful. It could be that, and it's just like you're kind of rethinking about it, and it's just like, no, you know what, I don't feel like I should have to do that, because I'm happy where I am. It's almost paid, like it's paid down. I've put so much work in it. Because with the Fire card, it's inspiration, creativity, focus. It could also to do with powerful, quick, maybe even painful transitions. Maybe with the ego, you talking about coming home, it could be a bit painful because it's quite the adjustment from being on your own to being back home. It's a different dynamic, especially when you're older and you've already gained that independence to go back. It can be a bit of a struggle sometimes. And there's no shame in it either. It's just, it could rattle you a little bit, but it's for the best. It's for the best. I don't see anything bad here at all. There's a focus on creativity, remodeling, reorganizing, maybe even building, adding onto, maybe creating a guest house, maybe having a guest house, thinking about a guest house. There's something about in addition to almost increase your space, increase your, it's like a separate space, but I really feel like it's someone more coming back into the home, and because they need help, or maybe you're could be a friend even, they need some help, and maybe they want to come and live with you for a little bit to get themselves back on their feet. This not yet set in stone is very interesting, because this is about change, but it's something that's still in development. It's like a work in progress. Things are changing, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. I'll get to that in a minute. But they're not yet finalized. And I feel like there's still room to make the change, like to back out if you need to. But with this Fire card as well, things are quick. Things are moving quickly. So maybe things can turn on a dime. I feel like, maybe someone could be asking you to come back home, but then it's like, oh, you know what, I just got a new job. I think I could, I can work it out. Or I reorganize my finances. I'm okay. Like, maybe they're going to be moving in with someone else. They won't necessarily want to be coming home. Nothing's yet set in stone, so it's just stay adaptable, stay open. Whatever this is, it's for the best. So just allow things to flow, because fire signs, they just switch in an instant. Things can just change in a moment, and it's just like, yep, okay, just go with it. Just go with it. It'll be fine. Because with all these major arcanas, this is something major, most definitely. The Wheel of Fortune is about evolution, it's about good fortune, personal cycles. So this could be a cycle. If you're moving back home, it's a new cycle. Finishing up an old cycle, clearing an old cycle. Bringing balance, bringing light into a situation. And I really feel like whatever this is, like someone coming back and like healing relationship, this is part of your cycle. And I really feel like if there's someone that you need to bury the hatchet, just clear things, I really feel this is going to be very, very cleansing for you. Very cleansing. Just you feel renewed. There's this purification. You're just feeling very just relieved. Very relieved. Whatever this is, I feel a lot of relief, especially with the Star card. And the Moon card, especially with this, nothing's set in stone, so nothing is quite what it seems to be. You could be finding out about the situation in general, like it's like, what happened? It's like, well, this is what happened. You know, maybe there's going to be some light shone, because usually the Moon, it is about mysteries, about facing the shadows, illusions. But I really feel with this, things are coming into light, especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Star with here, and then nothing is yet set in stone. Grounding yourself, it's light. There's light being shone in a situation that you didn't see the full picture on. And I really feel with the Moon card, it's yeah, things are coming to light. You see both aspects. You see the black, the white, and the gray, the whole thing. It may not be the easiest thing to look at, but I feel like it needs to be looked at. And it's interesting with the Sodalite, going back to the Sodalite, it boosts communication. It stimulates your creativity. So if you're looking to change things around, this definitely resonates with it. And communication, working with your throat chakra, being able to speak about certain situations when it comes to healing with others, or with family, with friends, with, you know, spouses, you know, anyone who's close to you. There's definitely a change in the foundations, but it's very it's a relief and it's a release. With the Moon card as well, it's dealing, yeah, it could be like dealing with the shadow aspect, really talking about things that, you know, we don't really want to talk about, but it needs to be discussed. So that's very interesting that this came out. Awesome. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're thinking, and hope you guys are doing great. Bye now. Hello, pile 2. If you picked the bismuth, you're in the right place. So bismuth is a crystal that relieves symptoms of isolation, both spiritually and emotionally. It's about transformation. It connects with the all, and it keeps us calm and centered. So I'm curious how this crystal is going to work with you guys in January for pile 2. Let's get started. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Tangerine card. And then we have the Surrender Fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. Okay. Relationship change is the next card. Deluge. Something very emotional. Maybe something to do with this relationship change. New start is coming is the next card. The new moon. And then we have the Fool card. Yes, definitely something new. Definitely something new. Queen of Swords reversed. And the Four of Pentacles. Okay. All right, guys. starting off with the relationship change, this is something that's inevitable. There's some sort of like natural progression, and because you gained all the experience, you gained all the wisdom from this relationship. Now, this could be a child leaving the home. This could be friendships or relationships ending. Could even indicate, meeting somebody new, or could be a declaration of commitments. Perhaps there's, yeah, I feel with this way this is spread out, I really feel this is more about shedding people in situations or vice versa, and being flexible and adaptable with this change. Because with the surrender fear, I feel like you might be afraid to let go of these people or these situations, just because you found comfort in them, even when they started to feel like they weren't in alignment with you. But I really feel like there's this new, and like this revitalizing energy with this tangerine card. It's be spontaneous and have fun. There's this creativity, this zest for life, vitality, an awakening of like sexual and creative energy, warmth. There's courage, spontaneous confidence. There's a lot of these two cards. There's orange and yellow in here, so we're working with the sacral and the solar plexus chakras. And I really feel like, yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. This is gonna be rough, because this is like a flood. This is like a flooding of emotional energy, waves of emotion coming over you. But use those waves of emotions to carry you to new land, to new opportunities. There's gonna be discomfort, and I really feel like you're gonna need to work through it and tolerate it. Don't jump overboard. Just stay on the course and go to the next place that you need to go from this relationship change. But yeah, I really feel like someone is leaving, someone is stepping out and moving on to something for themselves. Because I feel like with this Queen of Swords reversed, this person was very emotionally detached, or maybe you became emotionally detached. They're unable to be objective. They just didn't really care what you had to say or what you had to. It was just very cold, very, very cold energy. They weren't supporting you. They weren't loving you the way that they needed to. And it's just like, it's time to step away from that. You don't deserve that. And a new start is coming. It will be difficult. I feel, any relationships that are close to us that, we found comfort in, and now they're, they're being shedded away. It's hard. It can be very hard, especially when you're, kind of in denial about it. That, what are you talking about? This person's fine for me. But it's just like, well, what have they done for you recently? Not much. It's what I feel. It's kind of, I'm putting my own opinion into it. But the new moon here, it's a clean slate. This is a very, very positive card. This was meant to happen. I'm surprised the Wheel of Fortune didn't, jump in here. But this is like the new moon, a new start, is like the Sun card. There's something very positive. This is a yes card. Exciting development, starting from scratch. You could be moving away somewhere to start a new life, because the Fool card here, it's a major transition. There's an innocence, there's a new journey, there's a new beginning. You push through challenges, this leap of faith, and this is what this challenge could be, is like just handling your emotions and being able to move forward through through the waves. yeah, I feel there's definitely transformation here. It was meant to happen. It was just like on its last limbs, I feel. On its last limbs, and then it's just like, I gotta go. Like this, the Fool is on the cliff. He's ready to, she ready to jump. Make that jump forward and just see where it all goes. And that's kind of very like fiery energy here. Very fiery energy. Just go. It's just time to go. You know, you got what you need. You understood. Like you took your bags and you left. That's what it is. And I feel like with this Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're holding on tightly to what it used to be. You're being blocked from resources as you go through this. And I just want to say, like, once you get rid of whatever this is, whatever energy this is here, and you surrender to fear, especially with the thoughts coming in, it's like, oh, I'm not good enough, or, you know, what if no one likes me, that kind of thing. These are all speculations, and they're not true. This isn't something that has any sort of actual grounding to it. You're creating this in your mind, and you're feeding this to your soul. Fear is false evidence appearing real. There's no real logic to it. It's just things that you're putting up walls for yourself, and you're holding on to whatever's left. But it's like, this is not serving you anymore. You're not moving forward the way you need to be moving forward. And it's literally just outside that door, just over that cliff. You need to make that jump. You need to make that move. And I find it interesting with this bismuth card, or with this bismuth crystal, talks about relieving symptoms of isolation, both spiritually and emotionally. This could be a crystal that could be useful for you for the month of January. And about transformation too, supporting you through transformation. Holding it close to you while you're going through these leaps and bounds. Like, I feel leaps and bounds. But have fun with it. Honestly, there's this opportunity for you to grow your confidence, to grow yourself in a creative way, opening up your energies, because I really feel like there's a knot here. It's stopping me from doing what I need to do, because I feel restricted by some sort of energy. And it could be a person as well, or it could be, you know what, relationship change. I'm kind of going on a limb here, but it could be work as well. Maybe there's a job that's restricting you, but I feel like it's more people. Maybe there's people within the work that are restricting you. They're stopping you from moving and being your best self, and you're just kind of like, I'm out. You know? All right, yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you're thinking, and have a great day, guys. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you picked the fire agate, you're in the right place. I just wanted to start off by talking about the fire agate. So this crystal is very grounding, very calming. It keeps you safe. It repels psychic and emotional vampires. It works with your solar plexus, your root chakra, and your sacral chakra. It keeps you motivated. It keeps you fearless. It helps you express yourself a little bit better. It also assists with any sort of digestive issues, and healing any sort of sexual energy. So let's see how this crystal plays in with the month of January for you guys. So your first card is silver. Be persistent. Next card is surrender to your intuition. tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. Okay. And then you have spiritual career. You have epiphany. Another aha moment. There's some sort of aha moment going on here. And the colors are very similar too. Interesting. Very blue, green. So like heart chakra, third eye. I want to say throat as well. Oh wow, I'm already picking things up. The next card is step out of your comfort zone. It's the North Node. Okay. And then we have the Chariot. We have Judgment reversed. And then we have the Princess of Wands. Okay, so let's get started with the spiritual career. This is a very spiritual reading, just a heads up, very, very spiritual. It's almost like an awakening. I feel like maybe you're getting to know more of yourself. Maybe you, because this crystal, the fire agate, is very good for empaths. So perhaps you're discovering you're an empath, or understanding more that you're an empath. That's what I get. That's what I kind of get right off the bat when I was putting down all these cards, especially with what fire agate is. So spiritual career, so it's mind, body, spirit. This could be full or part-time. There's something that you could be looking into that is spiritual. This could be, or if you're already in the spiritual, sort of like the spiritual realm with your career, there's further studies. Getting to know your talents and abilities a little bit more. So this could be anything from a life coach to a homeopath, some sort of healer like Reiki, tarot reader, numerology, astrology, maybe even like a writer or a blogger. It's about being of service to others on a mind, body, spirit sort of sense. And there's this need to focus away from your worries or your fears in regards to this. And I feel like you'll know when to make the move when the time is right. There's some sort of, with this epiphany as well, it's a sudden revelation. Something's illuminated to you. It's definitely an aha moment, and I really feel like you need to use your intuition. You really need to use that guidance to keep yourself open and step out of your comfort zone. This is something that's very, it's just coming out of left field, and it's just like, it's like, really, this is the way, this is kind of where I'm being led. And it's just like, yes, this is the way you're being led, so just go with the flow with it, because it's time to leave the past. You're heading in the right direction. I really feel like you're heading towards your happiness, and you need to step out of that comfort zone. You need to take that leap of faith, because I really feel like whatever this additional study is, it will help you live more authentically. Even if spiritual career, or you being in a spiritual career, isn't really something that you considered, this could be taking a course on a spiritual level to help you understand things a little bit more. Maybe opening up your intuition, maybe opening up that third eye, even doing like chakra clearings, maybe understanding chakras a little bit more, because we got everything covered here. Like these are the lower three chakras here, and then we got the higher one. So this is a full body, and it's funny because it's mind, body, spirit. So we're covering everything here. That's for sure. I really feel like you, with the surrender to your intuition, just listen to yourself. You might, I feel like you might be getting these flashes of knowing, like you know something. You could be guided through dreams or guided through synchronicities, and maybe you'll be looking into numerology, what certain numbers mean. If you're seeing a number like 444 or 111, 222, like it's, and you're seeing it quite a bit, or it could be like just numbers like 17 or 22, or there's just all these different numbers that have different meanings. And I really feel like you might be curious as to what that is. Because it's because it's constant. You're constantly seeing it, especially in the month of January. But it's with this movement, especially with the Chariot. You got two major arcanas here. The Chariot, you're moving towards victory. It's like the time is now. It's going to be within this month that you want to take this action. You're feeling like you're being guided intuitively. Like you're going places within your mind that you never really discovered before. Maybe you're seeing like a spiritual therapist or someone of spiritual, someone in the spiritual field that will help you open up your perception, like open up your eyes to something new. But there's definitely this expanded awareness, like strengthening, healing, purification, this complete release in a spiritual way. And know that you're protected and you're grounded. Again, with this fire agate. But yeah, you're moving forward to something, but there's definitely this resistance. With the Judgment card reversed, you're resisting the call. You're avoiding the connections. It's like you're holding yourself back. You're questioning yourself. Maybe this is something completely outside of your realm, and you're just like, what the heck is going on? And I get it. It can be unusual at first, but then once you kind of gain an understanding, it actually really helps you a lot in the end. I mean, I'm a Capricorn sun with a Taurus moon, and I'm a Scorpio rising. So double earth. We're very practical people, and but there's like this, once you open it up, it's like you gain this understanding. There is grounding to things that are unseen. And if it helps you, you don't really need to see it because you just feel it. And that's what I think here is you feel it inside of you. With the Princess of Wands, you're asking those questions. There's this creativity, there's this new drive, this new project, and you're overcoming fear. If you're already in the business of already in the realm of spirituality, I really feel like this is you taking on a new project and understanding things a little bit more, because the Chariot is ruled by Cancer. Very very sensitive, very emotional kind of a sign. So yeah, this could just, it's taking me back to realization of an empath. Maybe you've been going through life and not understanding, like, why am I feeling this way? This isn't my emotions. Like, why am I being so sensitive? But don't place judgment on that, because you could just be absorbing the energies around you, and you may not realize it. And there are ways to learn, there are ways to protect yourself and learn how to cope with energies that are around us, especially when there's a lot of stress or there's a lot of anxiety. We could be taking on other people's anxiety, other people's stress as our own, because empaths are just sponges. We take on everything, but there's a way to protect yourself and there's a way to ground yourself so you do not take on that that energy. Yeah, really, really interesting. But explore, be open, be have like that childlike curiosity. Because with this epiphany, I see a child getting an idea, going with it, just exploring with it, just playing with the idea. See how it feels. Does it feel good? Is it not so much? Maybe I'll try a different route. You know, it goes back to like being persistent. There's something in here that is asking you to explore it further. No matter what business you're in, it doesn't matter. I mean, you could be even exploring with like aromatherapy, you know, mixing, making concoctions, you know, doing, making like healing candles, sprays, roll-ons, you know, because the scent feels good, and you might want to know more about how it affects each of your chakras as well. So it's very, very, very deep and intuitive healing. Really nice. Really nice. All right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this reading. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And I hope you guys have a great day. Okay, bye. Hello, pile 4. If you picked the pink Botswana agate, you're in the right place. Before I get started, I wanted to say, when I was putting down these cards, I felt a deep connection to pile 2. So when you were choosing, and you may have been in between pile 2 and pile 4, I just needed to get that out. But let's move on to the actual reading. So if you picked the pink Botswana agate, so this is heart chakra, working with grief. If you're easily hurt, maybe you're dealing with a loss, it could be friends, family, there's some sort of change going on around you and you're just kind of shedding things. This is a good crystal to have. It's about quieting the energy, quieting your mind, and it supports you with love and strength, and it's a very healing stone. So I'm curious as to how this crystal is going to, like, how you're going to work with this crystal in January. Skipping over my words here. So the first card is blue. Activate your healing power. Some sort of healing. Yep. Okay. Surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Okay. And another healing card. There's some sort of healing going on this month, but I'll definitely get into more detail. The next card is combustion. Next card is a full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. And then you have the 7 of Pentacles reversed. You have the Magician reversed. You have the 7 of Wands upright. And then you have the King of Swords. All right. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of healing. You got healing twice here. And I really feel like you're being stubborn about moving away from something. But let me get started here. So I'm gonna go one at a time here. So blue, activating healing power. So this is about calming your nerves. It could be manic, it could be overexcited. Blue also helps increase your metabolism, dissolves any sickness from your body. It helps with regeneration. It's a very healing color. And with this healing card here, be open to receive healing. Like if you're going for, you might be looking into going in for Reiki or acupuncture or some sort of cognitive behavior therapy. It could be herbal medicines, just to shift yourself from any stagnant energy, because I feel like there is there is definitely some sort of something is just it's like a sudden sort of change, very sudden, and I don't think you were even expecting this to happen. You could be, with this healing card also, you could be absorbing other people's energies, maybe not being able to decipher your energy versus their energy. Yeah, I'm being led into this combustion card. So combustion, so a flame can either provide warmth, comfort, or it could be destructive if it's not tended to properly. So consider the vitality of the volatility of a situation, and take care to monitor the risk level. Keep an eye out on some sort of situation that may be starting to feel a little off. It might be feeling like you need to be keeping an eye on it for some reason. This is a very intuitive thing as well with blue. It's a very intuitive color, and I feel like your intuition is going to be on, like spot on. But I kind of feel with this surrender, stubbornness, and this Seven of Pentacles reversed, even with the Taurus, because Tauruses are known to be stubborn. I'm a Taurus moon, so you know. Maybe you don't really want to see it as an issue. I mean, you could be becoming very defensive about it, not accepting the help. Maybe other people's around you see it, but you don't see it, and you have to come to terms with it, because it's just it's very sudden. Man. Let me move on here with the full moon in Taurus, because this is about being very grounded, working through negative feelings, finding balance, creating boundaries. This could something to do with money, because Taurus is very much about finances. So it could be pay attention to your cash flow, your finances. Maybe you feel someone is taking money from you. Maybe you feel you're being ripped off about something. But this is kind of on not a small scale. I kind of feel like this is maybe something consistent. Like in this card here, it's the surrender, stubbornness. This woman is looking over to her side, and it looks like she's looking to her left side. So her left is towards the heart. So looking the heart of the matter, seeing this shadow that's here, where you may have been walking and turned away from the situation completely. You're finally like just looking back, and because you're feeling like there's something going on here, and I am not comfortable with it. I'm feeling a little uneasy, and it could be to do with money. Maybe you're planning something with someone, and it's starting to feel like they're not really on the same page like you thought that they would be. And it might just end suddenly, and then it's like you need to heal from this. Because I see a couple of sevens here, and 7 is about depth, interconnection, spirituality, material, domestic achievements, educating yourself. So you're trying to achieve something, but I think somebody on the other side of this, whoever you're partnering with, their intentions are not on the same page as you. Let me just say it in that way. And I kind of feel like you might know what I'm talking about. They're just not on the same page as you, and I don't think that their intentions are as clear as yours. There may be something to do with money being taken and money being put to the side, money being spent. Maybe you have mutual savings, and it's maybe you have a mutual card and there's like additional spending going on. You might get the bill and be like, what the heck is going on? And you got to take a second look at it. It's almost like you knew about it, but it's just like, what are you spending on? It's like, I want to ask that question. With the Seven of Pentacles reversed, I really feel like you're stuck in a rut and you're holding on to a pattern like this. It's like you're used to it, but it's almost, it's bringing you back because you're paying into it, and maybe this person is just taking, and there's no like mutual contribution. Like, it's not the same. It's like, they'll spend $500 but only put in 100, and then you're left to be kept, keep putting in more and more and more, because there's some sort of unfairness here, I feel. And you might be questioning, like, is this the right, is this really what it is? And I really feel it is what it is. Like, you'll see, it's with these pentacles here, it's very practical, especially with Taurus, very practical. You'll be able to see the evidence there. It's going to be very obvious. Because yeah, with the Magician reversed here, I really feel like someone is abusing their power. They're manipulating the situation. They're controlling the situation. And it's keeping you stuck in this cycle. Something is being stuck in this cycle. And I feel like you might get defensive about it, or maybe someone else is being defensive about it, but it's having courage to stand your ground and deal with the challenges of whatever is going on here, because this is dishonesty. This is being dishonest. You really got to take charge of the situation and cut through the illusion. Cut through the bull, because there's some sort of bull going, well, bull, sorry. I just noticed that. Yeah, there's some sort of bull going on here, and it's just, it needs to be talked about. This really needs to be talked about. The blue here is making me think of throat chakra. And with this Botswana agate, I really feel this is talking in matters of the heart. It's like I'm feeling like we're not on the same page. I feel like I'm being taken advantage of, and you need to stop ignoring this, because if it continues, it will be allowed, and it will be allowed to grow in your life. And it's like, oh well, they're seeing the statements but they're not saying anything, so it's okay. And it's like, well, no, it's actually not okay, because I thought we had these plans to save for the future, save for a house, save for a car, save for, to pay down our debt so we can have more money, and we can upgrade certain things. There's like this plan here, and I feel like it's not being respected. I feel like, yeah, with this combustion card, like I was mentioning before, you got to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't get out of control. We all spend extra, we want to give ourselves something a little extra, which is fine, but not all the time, to the point where it's like really adding heaviness to the situation. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but really it's 1 step forward and then 2 steps back kind of thing. It's very like there's no progression. It's like we're being put in more of a hole. Yeah, it has to stop. It has to stop, because this is very stagnant. It's like I can't live like this. I don't feel comfortable, because Taurus is about comfort. They love comfort. They love to be comfortable. They want to live in nice things. And I really feel like you want to have a nice life, or a nicer life, and, you know, maybe move to a nicer place. Change your foundations. And it's hard to, when you have to babysit somebody, which is, it's almost like, why can't you take responsibility for your actions? Like, what's going on? Is there something else going on? Why is this being hindered? Like, are we, you know, what's the issue? Is there something that we need to talk about? Why do you feel like you need to buy yourself all these things? And then at the end of it, it's like, oh, you know, shoot, like, I spent too much, and, you know, this is all, as much as I can put in, and it's just like, we need to put like a cap on this. Like, we need to take care of this. We got to work something out, because this isn't, we cannot continue like this at all. And don't ignore it. It's time to stop. It's time to stop, because you guys want to go on a new chapter, have a new, you know, move on and give yourself something better, but it's hard. It's making it very difficult. So stop ignoring it. Be gentle about it. Be very loving about it when you're communicating, and you need to communicate with love. This is a really good stone, because it helps soften your communication skills, because it comes from the heart. It soothes it. It makes it very gentle. Because it could be something that wasn't talked about, and you don't want to just, like, you know, throw at it and just like, what the hell, you know, like, this could just be something like, hey, you know, I've been noticing this recently. I know it's been going on for a while, but, you know, I thought we talked about having like a plan. Is, you know, what's going on? Something, you know, being assertive, being gentle, but at the same time standing your ground. Because you, like I said, you want to be very loving about it, especially here. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Approach it from an aspect of love. I don't think there's cheating. I don't think there's, like, it's something more financial. There's no, it's nothing about like that kind of thing. It's not. It's just standing your ground and realigning with the goals. Or do we need to reassess our goals? Is this something that's not possible for you? What can we do? Like, you know, giving options, right? Yeah. And you will. The King of Swords, you're the leadership. You're taking charge of the situation. Maybe you're helping this person with their finances, and looking at their finances, be like, here's a plan for you. You know, let's see if we can stick with this. If not, then we can just change it around. You know, like, we'll make it work so that we can both be on the same page again. I mean, you know, like, unexpected things happen where you can, you know, you just need to buy something, like it broke and it's something that you need, or, you know, it happens, but this isn't that kind of a thing. This is just spending. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.